Hello, everybody. Tom Hughesby here. Welcome to the Hangout tonight. We'll get started in about 2 minutes. I know there's maybe a 45-second delay or a minute delay here, so as soon as you see my screen okay and you can actually hear me okay, type a number 7 in the chat box, please. And we're glad you're here. All right, I see a bunch of viewers pouring onto the call tonight, so we're really glad you're here. If you can hear me okay and see the screen, I'm assuming you can. I got a test account up here and it looks good over there, so if it looks good for you, go ahead and type in a number 7, please, and we'll get started here in just a second, about 1 minute or less, okay? And you guys, you got the chat over there. I want to let you know how that works. We're using one of our products tonight. It's called Cybernetical Live. So you actually can control if you want to do a public chat or a private chat. So if everything's going smooth, I'll leave public on, so that's an option. If it's getting to be a whoa, can I talk tonight or what? A distraction, I'll shut public chat off. But you have the option, like towards the end, if you wanted to ask a question that was private just to us here at the admin, then you can go ahead and switch that over yourself before you type the question if you didn't want everyone to see it. So you have that option right there. And it's looking good. So let's go ahead and just get started right here. There's a lot of people on the call. I don't want to hold you up any more than I have to here. It's a great Wednesday night, and we're really excited about the things what's going on with Ingresso Cybernetico. So I'm just going to get started and jump right in here, okay? Move the screen around here just a little bit so I can still see the chat while I'm talking to you guys. All right, so Ingresso Cybernetico, I'm sure you're wondering, what is Ingresso Cybernetico? It's got a Spanish sounding name. Well, it means online income. And you know, we're a complete turnkey business. We offer a tool suite of products that every marketer wants and needs to be successful on the internet. We show you step by step how to use the tools, as well as strategies and techniques to be successful on the internet. You know, IC is what we call it for short, combines the best of both internet marketing and the home-based business industry with our tool suite and aggressive comp plan. So who is Ingresso Cybernetico? Let me tell you a little bit of a backstory. You know, I think that the owners, they just saw a need in the marketplace to really take care of the online tool suite for the Spanish-speaking market, because if there was anything out there in the marketplace already, it was always done in English first, and if it ever got converted over and made it into Spanish, it was like an afterthought, and maybe only part of it made it into Spanish. And you know, so there's a huge growing community of entrepreneurs that speak Spanish throughout the world. So they decided to launch their company in Spanish first. Their original plan was to run the first 5 years Spanish only, then start adding in other languages. All right, well, they got started in September of 2012, and by 2013, mid-year, there were some people up here in North America, English speakers, that latched on and saw the value of not only how great the products were that were emerging from the company, but the pay plan and everything as well. And they decided that they wanted to start, you know, building Ingresso Cybernetico up here and really push for it to come to English. So fully convert over to English and also Portuguese here in 2014. Very thankful for that. And the company is based out of Medellin, Colombia, down there. So I'd like to go visit that. They got an event coming up here pretty soon. So if you guys get started, you want to take advantage of that and jet on down there and meet the owners and everything down there in Colombia, right? But you know, it's a global opportunity. We are committed to providing online business services for all who choose to utilize our products and services around the whole world, really. Here is the company owners, a great group of fellas from my left to my right. I have Juan Carlos Alaya. He's the president and handles a lot of the Spanish speaking webinars and things like that. Just a great guy. Dwayne Golden, CEO, is recovering nicely from procedure he just had. I'm very happy that he's doing well. He's in the States right now, but he actually lives down there in Colombia. And the CIO is Jatin Patel, master programmer that leads the development team for our whole company. So just a great guy. Um, he works countless hours, just like all those guys do on there, to make everything smooth for all of us out here in the field, and for the new members coming on board like yourselves. Now I want to talk about the tool suite of products. If you got on here early, you heard me mention that what we're using right now is called Cybernetical Live. In the early stages of Cybernetical Live, we're leveraging Google Hangout technology along with our overlay. So we have the everything on the back end of it as far as registration goes and having the comments and whatnot over there, right? But it's going to get even better as time goes on, and there's a webinar in the back office where Dwayne goes over some of the updates, but you'll see how that works out. It's going to get even better and better, right? There's Chat and Server, Premier, Communication, Live Chat, and Support Ticket System. That's phenomenal. Not only can you use it yourself on your own website, so if someone came to your site, you'd see them there and you could chat back and forth with them, but they actually have a full training back there with downloads, templates, things like that, to teach you how to be like an agent, if you will, to run your own business where you provide that service to website owners that have enough traffic where a live chat service would benefit them and to be willing to pay you for it. And the training we have there back there in our back office actually teaches you how to hire outsourcers and things like that to run the chat for them, and you sit there and collect the money and just manage the whole thing. So it's really phenomenal. I'm not going to get too far into it other than that's an awesome way to add an extra couple $1,000s a month, like a full-time regular job income on top of everything else you can do with Ingresso Cybernetico right there, and you won't have to be the person manning the chat. So that's pretty cool. And we have Magic Responder. It's the ultimate lead generation system. Not only can you make your own landing pages right back there with it, but I mean you can have your full complete email follow-up series, an autoresponder, if you will, and also there's some texting capability they've added back there this year too that you want to take advantage of once you get started with Ingresso Cybernetico tonight. IC lead pages. Now that's one of my favorite. I'm always making different kind of pages back there. Instead of if I want to share a video about Ingresso Cybernetico, a lot of times I'll embed the video in an IC lead page and share it that way and have a button underneath so they can join, right? So it's just a cool way to share content on the internet. You can have opt-in pages, registration pages for webinars, all kinds of neat things you can make back there in IC lead pages. It's probably the best bang for your buck, and the best landing page software on the planet, in my opinion. Now, Ingresso Cloud, who out there right now, if you guys can hear me right, hopefully you can still hear me okay, who out there has ever had a computer get damaged due to maybe, say, lightning, floods, theft, things like that, where you lost a lot of files because you didn't have them backed up? Okay? So go ahead, if that's ever happened to you, type in a number 2 in the chat box over there. All right, type in number 2 if you've ever lost files to some sort of lightning strike or a power surge, something like that, right? Where if you didn't, since you didn't have it backed up, the stuff's just gone. Well, I mean, that doesn't happen so much anymore with your pictures on your phone. A lot of times they're backed up, but there's a lot of important files on your computers too, right? Well, Ingresso Cloud will run on PC, or it'll also run on Mac. And you can program it when it'll come on and scan your computer and back everything up into the Ingresso Cloud right there, where you can actually access your files anywhere in the world you got internet access. You can pull them up from another computer and go and pull those files down from the cloud using the internet. You can have an app right on your Android phone or your Apple iOS-based phone and pull the files out that way. So not only just pictures, but it could be important documents or whatnot, and you want to be able to pull them out. And you have them backed up right there, so you have that extra little layer of assurance. You can sleep better at night when it's storming outside, right? And yeah, IC Host World is really cool because if any of you have a website right now, or you want to have a website, you got to host it someplace and you got to pay for it. So with Ingresso, that's part of your membership. Your IC hosting will actually increase with the higher business centers that you own, along with all these products right here. Really, you're going to get access to more of it or higher capacity as the higher business centers you go, and you'll see as we get started here. But that's really important that you can do a lot of things with IC Host World, whether it be a WordPress site or whatever, an HTML site. You have the ability to have hosting right through Ingresso Cybernetico. Now, the next thing we come to right there, it says Ingresso App. Ingresso App is important because you can actually run your business right from your smartphone or your tablet now. There's so many things that you can see back there, the podcasts, all that stuff, right? And scheduling your webinars, things right from your app. But here's the other deal, right? When you become a leader with Ingresso, and you're at some of the higher business centers, I'll show you which one here in a little bit, you're able to have a custom app made for yourself, right? So you can use it for, maybe you're a network marketing leader or where you're an up and coming leader and you want to have your own app, so you can put out your own content out there to your team and they can access it right there without any other distractions, right? Maybe you're a business owner and you're doing this as well. So you want to have an app for your business where somebody could come into your restaurant, check in, see your menu, like you on Facebook. They could do all that stuff right from your app a whole lot easier than going through the mobile web and whatnot. So that's pretty important. And make sure once you get to that level where you have access to that, that you fill it out and request it wide array. It might take a few weeks to get that built for you when the programmers go to work, because it's custom. It's not a cookie cutter deal there. Now, the IC Language Institute, does anybody on here speak more than one language? If you do, type in what languages you speak for me, please. I'd like to take a little poll. And while you're doing that, I'm going to drink water here first, but all right, so let me know what languages you speak, because if English isn't your strong suit and you want to get better in English, maybe it's not your native language, you can learn English, and then you can learn Portuguese and Spanish as well. And there's the instructors back there are amazing. They're really, really good. You're going to have a very easy time learning another language back there. So definitely take advantage of that and check it out, and just learn another language, because it's pretty cool. Definitely help if you go on vacation or go down to the company event down there in a Spanish-speaking country, right? And the digital products, and I just bumped the slides around. Hold on, guys. I'll back up there. Digital products. So here's what's cool about digital products, right? The digital products that you have access to increases with the higher business centers, right? So not only can you download them and use them, maybe there's some sort of WordPress paid plugin that you want to use to have back there, or maybe there's a training that you want to get back there, but you also have a sales page with it, right, where you're going to be able to go out and resell that product and then keep all the money. It'd be 100% commissions to you, and that would go right through your IC e-wallet, so you wouldn't have to go out and get a separate merchant account to earn 100% commissions. It runs right through there. And then, of course, everyone with an Ingresso Cybernetico at the $100 level or higher will be able to select one domain name, okay? Oh, cool. Some of the answers are starting to pop up now. So Spanish and French. Oh, good deal. English and French. Oh, cool. So you like the course. Good. I'm getting some feedback over here. I like that somebody's already with Ingresso. They started the course. They really like it. Very comprehensive. Yeah, I need to get back there and do some more of the Spanish, too. I started it, then I get busy and keep saying I'm going to do it, but I've been procrastinating. Awesome. Well, cool. I'm glad some of you guys that are veterans of Ingresso that are on here tonight are taking advantage of that. So glad to have you here. All right, let's move to the next slide. The IC Partnership Program. This was going to be discontinued August 31st. I think Dwayne kicked it forward for like another week maybe, right? So if you want to do that and be able to earn like you're one of the owners of the company, right, you can go out and sell these products individually and keep pretty much all the money on most of them. Some of them it's down to 50%, but it's anywhere from 50% to 100% commissions on select Ingresso products. So that's very awesome that you can take advantage of that. There's a cost to that because they're paying out all the money that you're going to pay, $300 per year. So definitely want to go ahead and take advantage of that. If it's still back there in your back office when you see this, like if you're watching the recording, I'm speaking to the people watching the recording, right? If you see this recording and it's still available in your back office, jump on it if you got the money, because that's a cool way of making money here on the internet, right? And actually, let's go over a total of about 10 different ways that you get paid with Ingresso Cybernetico, right? So let's kind of cover those real quick, and then I'll show you what I mean here, okay? All right, I'm just checking my test screen, make sure you guys can still see me. All right, so you got the 2x2 business centers. I'm going to show you more in a graphic here in just a second. It kind of goes over how that works if you're not familiar with a 2x2 business center, okay? The digital products, I pretty much already covered that. The residual unilevel commissions is very exciting. You can actually earn down through 12 levels, right? You can earn through the first 5, and then you can increase it from level 6 through 12 when you're part of the President Circle, and you'll see that once you get started. That's one of the reasons why it's very important to be part of that President Circle, right? Entrepreneur bonuses, I'll tell you how that works. Whenever you bring somebody in to Ingresso Cybernetico, right? Whether they're just going to use the products or they're going to build it as a business, doesn't matter. That would be your level 1 if it's a personally sponsored person, or however you want to word it, right? The level 1, the entrepreneur level, is our $50 level. So whenever they complete a business center there, you're going to get a leadership or an entrepreneur bonus, I guess, of $5. Now level 2 would be one distance away from you. So even if they fell on level 2 in one of your business center matrices, if you personally brought them in, it's still your level 1. Okay, so anybody that your level 1 person brought in, right, you'd be able to earn the $3 override on that whenever they complete that $50 business center. And if they complete the $50 business center 10 times, you'd get paid that 10 times. You see what I'm saying? And then the level 3, $2. So that's just a little bit of incentive to help keep you going, to work really closely to make sure that your levels 1, 2, and 3 start to duplicate. And then you teach them to do the same, and they'll start take off for you, right? Well, there's contest bonuses. There's a regular old contest they have every month, new person contest every month. There's a leadership contest. Where's one other one? Oh, there's a special contest for people that are on Smart Order. And I'll go over Smart Order over here in a minute, but just to give you an idea what that is. Tell you up front, there's a $25 a month cost on top of whatever business. All the business centers are one-time purchases. $25 a month keeps everything active for you, right? And working. You don't have to go out and get a separate merchant account. All that's included, right? And the $25 a month is what pays out your. That's where you earn your residual, because we're not just a cycler company. You know, you can have residual income. I'll go over here in a minute, but that's where the that's another bonus you get. The Smart Order, I'm trying to say, the Smart Order basically is basically just paying that like on an auto ship. It automatically bills every month. So you can sign up for that if you want. It'll increase the capacity of your autoresponder. If you're less than 20,000, it bumps you all up to 20,000, and then you can participate in that other contest. All right, so the entrepreneur level, that's our $50 level. And that business center is a one-time payment of $50, right? So after you complete this business center, you can get paid $125 and start over on a fresh one, but you don't have to pay that $50 again. So here's how it works. Basically, on a 2x2, it's just 2 wide and 2 deep, so a total of 6 business centers inside of your business center. So how that works, you know, whether you personally sponsor all 6 or just some of them, and then either some fall in from above, or maybe you sponsored this guy and he got 2, and then you sponsored all 3 of these. It doesn't really matter as long as this gets full. All right, then you're gonna I just call it cycling just to be easy, right? So you cycle that business center, you earn 125, you start on a fresh one, right? And then you just keep going to town right there. And this is just a $50 center. You never have to pay that $50 again, which is cool. The products you have at the entrepreneur level is that some of the digital products and a small capacity of Magic Responder. It's just kind of dipping your toe in. If you want to build a business, you definitely want to go to the higher business centers, right? Now, as you see on this $100 business center, we call it the business specialist level. You have access to more and more products. And a lot of these will stay the same, just get higher capacity on the higher business centers until you get up to some of the really high ones, and we start adding some more products, right? Not all of them are going to fit on the screen here, but so the matrix part works the same. If you guys got any question on how the matrix works, just go ahead and switch it over to private, and then ask the question over there, and I'll answer it for you in their presentation here, because I wanted to make sure you understand it, because it's pretty cool how it works. And so this is going to work the same thing. It's $100 one time. You got more products here. You also increase your ability to earn, right? So that's $300 when you close out this business center. I'll go on to the next one here, and I want to show you something. $300 business center is our business manager center. All right, you want to be there or higher as soon as possible. Not only are you going to be able to earn $900 every time you complete the business center, but you're starting to get enough of the products and services that are high enough that you can start building a business with it. Really, you know, it's an advantage to be at this level or higher and be part of the president's circle and on SmartPay. I'm just going to give you some advice right there up front, right? All right. So the cool thing about these business centers is, all right, anybody you personally sponsor, right, on your first one, or any of them really, they're going to follow you to the next one when they complete theirs. So say your name is Fred, you're right here, and say this is Sally. So you sponsor Sally, right, and Sally's a go-getter. She goes out and fills this thing up. You just completed yours, right? So you earn $900. You started on a fresh one, and right behind you, Sally completes hers. She's going to land over on your new one underneath you again, because you brought her into the business. You were kind enough you cared enough about her to share it with her. And she's going to land over on your next one again. So that's what it means by follow me matrix. That's a pretty exciting way to build a strong team. So once you get 2 or more that are producing and duplicating, these can start going really fast. You can earn multiple $900 payments, right, on this business manager level. And then you go to the business director level. You increases your capacity of all the products, right? $500, it's one time, still a follow me matrix. All that works the same. So when you complete this business center, that's right, $1,500, $1,500 business center commission right there. And you want to get people that are working with you that are going to plug into the system and duplicate, because if you start working strong with a tight group of people, to get these over and over again is really, really good income. All right. And the vice president level, it starts to get up even higher and higher capacity. It's $1,500 one-time payment. I'm going to go kind of quick through this. I think you guys are getting the idea. Just go ahead and type in over there if you got a question or something like that. But you got a $4,500 payday. Boom! That's starting to get serious over there. So you're going to like those paydays. $4,500 paydays rock. I'm sure you're going to like them as much as the next guy, right? So here's the deal. You go to the $3,500 level, and there's something new that pops up down here. That's the Ingresso app. The executive vice president level is where you can actually have a custom app built, and you tell them what you want it to do. You know, well, like I said before in the analogy, if you owned a restaurant, or if you're an up-and-coming leader, which I'm sure you will be by the time you get here, right? And you want to go ahead and take advantage of that, then just make sure you get back there, fill that paperwork out, send it in to have them start working on it for you. All right, any questions, type them in over there. We're going to go on to the next one here. Check the payday out over here. The executive vice president level, $3,500 one time, but every time you complete this business center, $10,500. So how would you like to have, you know, whether it took you a whole year to find 6 people that were serious, but then they start duplicating just to start getting these over and over again. Well worth it to dig in and build Ingresso Cybernetical long term, because not only do you have the value of all the products, but a phenomenal pay plan that earns you a lot of money. And we haven't even got to the residual part yet, and we haven't even really gone over the car bonus yet. You're going to be blown away by the car bonus, guys. So the executive board, you have all that stuff that we've shown you before, plus there's some top secret products that we're not even going to get into that won't even fit on the screen that you're going to be pleasantly surprised with. And the payday is off the chart awesome, $22,500 when you complete this business center. All right, who likes residual income? Let me know if you like residual income. It's one of the favorite things. It's what got me started in network marketing, because it's probably the lowest cost of entry into getting residual income, right? Oh, I'm going to pause for a question here, guys. Somebody asked, we have to do those one-time payments to earn the cash. Yeah, each business center, I mean, obviously you're not going to earn on it if you don't own it. So if you're at the 50 and you complete that business center, you're going to earn 125. So maybe, I mean, if just for example, say you came in, you just didn't have enough money to do anything other than that $50 level, which we call the entrepreneur level, right? So as soon as you complete that business center, I would take that 125, put 25 towards your monthly, and 100 towards the $100 business center right away, because those are just one time, right? If you complete the $100 business center, you're going to earn 300. So what would you do then? I would buy the $300 level. If you can afford it, what you need to do is come in probably at the 50 to 100 to 300 and the president circle or higher, right? Because that's where the money's at. I mean, I talked to all the leaders on here, and they all agree. I mean, that's the way to make the big money with Ingresso Cybernetico. I mean, some guys with a lot of money, they come in even higher than that. But definitely, that's what you want to go ahead and do with Ingresso is get to those higher boards or higher business centers, whatever you want to call them, as soon as possible. All right, so let's go back. Great question, though. Thanks for asking. If you got any more, go ahead and type it in over there. Here's the deal, too. The residual income, we're going to go over an example right here. And this is an illustration of income. You know, your results are going to vary. This comes from that $25 monthly cost that you're going to be paying out every month. Some guys will log in and pay a whole year ahead. Some guys will go on auto pay. Some guys just pay manually. But the thing is, don't forget to pay your monthly membership fee, because then you're not going to have access to your products or whatnot. You're not going to lose your downline, but if they complete a business center, or if you complete a business center when you're not active, you're not going to get paid. So definitely we're staying active. That's a very affordable cost for everything you get with Ingresso. I mean, heck, just an autoresponder alone out there in internet land would cost you more than that, right? So anyways, the example we're going over right here is if it duplicated 4 wide, and then every one of those 4 found 4, found 4, found 4, found 4, right? So maybe you have to do more than 4 to find 4 that duplicate. You understand how that works, kind of, right? But if you go 4 by 4 by 4 by 4 down the 5th level, that's as far as you can go without owning the president circle. It's going to be around $1,300 a month, almost $1,400 a month in Ingresso residual income. So that's pretty cool. I mean, that might make a house payment for you. Maybe you'll make a car payment and a couple nights out on the town or something there. But I mean, that's some nice spending money. Not enough to leave your day job yet, though, right? Oh, you're welcome. Appreciate you asking the question. Anyways, here we go. The cool thing about being part of that President's Club, guys, is because it opens up levels 6 through 12, plus the car bonus. But I'll show you that here in a minute, right? But level 6 through 12 on the residual income part, and here's why. You want to build Ingresso long term, because this is the end game for me with Ingresso. That's why I'll never leave the company, because you get, not only can you build up a nice residual income, but you have amazing tools that just keep getting better and better. I mean, every few months it's like something's improved in the back office. That's just, it blows me away the value we get. But anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. Look at the raise you get. Level 6, it bumps up to $2 per person on that level. Level 7 bumps up to $3. And if you can just look at math, this is where you really get exponential growth. You're 1,000 wide on level 5, you're 4,000 wide, and then you're 16,000 wide on level 7. So cumulative monthly income, if it was 4x4x4 all the way down, is $58,000, right? Just on level 7, not even counting going deeper, just level 7. So I mean, what if there were some holes in here? You did 4 that were producing, but there were some holes, so by the time it got down here, it was less. I mean, what if you're only making around 6,000 a month residual? That's still pretty strong, and you can keep going wider. There's no limit to you being at 4. So if there's some holes down here, I mean, just never stop personally bringing in people and sharing the value with Ingresso. So that's the end game right there. I mean, I think you could probably leave the day job and have a lot of fun at $58,000 a month. I know I will be. Hey, anyways, that's just the power behind Ingresso. We're not just a cycler company. So if you hear anybody ever tell you that, that's just not true. There's 10 different ways to earn money with Ingresso Cybernetico. One of my favorites is the residual, right? And like I said before, that comes from the $25 monthly membership fee. Now let's talk about that President Circle. Like I said before, to make the good money faster, sooner rather than later, if you want some advice right here when you're getting started with Ingresso, you want to be part of the President Circle, right? Because it's only a one-time payment of $300. You don't have to pay this one every year. It's just one time. You're going to get additional products. So whoever invited you here tonight, they have a website already. That's probably where they want you to go sign up, of course, right? Well, it's going to show you there's a chart on there below the regular stuff you get per business center. It's going to show you the additional products you get on top of that when you're part of that President Circle. So you can take a look at that. So that's a pretty cool bonus right there. And you're also going to open up the levels 6 through 12 like I just showed you on the residual level commissions. It opens up the presidential fast start bonuses 1 through 5. We haven't really talked about those, but that's another way of making some extra money. It's $50 all the way down to $10 bonuses. And then the lifestyle car, well, we used to call it a car bonus, but we don't require you to buy a car, so it can be a lifestyle bonus too. That's available when you're part of that President Circle membership, and you're going to be blown away by that. Who's ever heard of some of the different car bonuses out there for different companies, right? Okay. The cool thing about Ingresso Cybernetico's car bonus or lifestyle bonus is you can qualify in the first month. You don't have to reach a certain volume and hold it for 2 months and then go lease a car and then send the paperwork in. You don't have to mess with none of that. You're right. You'll see the specifics of what you got to do to get it to earn it back there. But say you had to do these 3 things. Say it was A, B, and C. You had to do A, B, and C in a month to qualify, then you earn that $500 bonus, right? Well, what if you did it A, B, and C 3 times? Well, if you do A, B, and C 3 times, those things that you have to do to qualify, instead of earning $500, you're going to get 3 times the car bonus. You're going to earn $1,500. So that's pretty cool. And there's actually another way. So it was A, B, and C is one way of getting it, for example, right? And then X, Y, and Z is another way of getting it. So if you do 2 ABCs and 3 XY, you see what I'm saying? There's a couple different ways of getting it. When you lump them together and do it, you can just get a huge check for a car bonus that month. And if you keep doing it every month, you keep getting the car bonus. So it's pretty strong. You can see why these guys are smiling right there, and why, if you know some of the friends that we got in the business here that are getting those car bonuses, they're very happy with them. So I mean, at this point in time, we've been on here almost 30 minutes. If you guys got any questions, whether you want to ask them private or public over there, type them in real quick. But you're probably wondering, how do I get started? So the thing to do is just get back with the person that referred you this webinar, decide what level you want to start at, and I gave you my 2 cents, my advice on what I think you should do. If you can swing it, the $300 level or higher, and the President Circle right away, right? And then you want to go ahead and plug in to the 30-day blueprint and the weekly training. So here's how you get 30-day blueprint. When you get in that back office, you're going to go into resources and go down, just click on 30-day blueprint. Take notes, watch one of those a day for your first 30 days. It'll bring you up to speed. Also, there's a webinar tab on the front of your website. If you're not logged in, it's at the top and the bottom. If you're logged in, it's at the bottom only. You click on that. So, for example, tomorrow night, there's going to be a training about setting up a complete sales funnel using Magic Responder and IC lead pages. And we've done trainings on that before, kind of in detail, but they've been separate. Like there have been autoresponder trainings, or it's been lead pages trainings. I'm going to go through fairly quickly and show you the whole flow of how you can set up a working sales funnel, right? You can tweak it later, but you have a working sales funnel within 15, 20 minutes. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that tomorrow night. So you want to, bring your thinking caps and come check that out too. So there's a lot of good training here. There's some other cool stuff that's coming out pretty soon. I've heard the company talk about something, Prodigy Bar, I think they're going to call it, where you're going to be able to go in. There's going to be like a monthly access, or not a monthly, but a yearly access fee or whatever, right? But you're going to be able to just schedule a task. Say you want an autoresponder series set up or whatnot. I mean, you supply the emails, but they do all the work for you. You just schedule it, give them some lead time, and take care of that for you. So that's really cool. There's a bunch of different possibilities with that. You'll see that once it launches. Should be sometime later this month. So if you can just be out, if you're still working a day job, concentrate on that or concentrate on driving traffic and don't really have to learn all the technical stuff up front. You're going to want to learn it eventually. But yeah, it's some really exciting stuff going on here with Ingresso Cybernetico. So I haven't seen any questions pop up yet. I'll hang on here just a second and type your questions in there. And we'll answer them for you, okay? Awesome. I just clicked over, so there's a big turnout tonight, guys. I know there's about a minute delay, so I'll stay on here at least 2 more minutes if I don't hear any questions. But thanks for coming out, and just get back with whoever invited you tonight and get started. This is an amazing company. Not only is there great value in all the products that we have, but have you seen the pay plan? It rocks. Definitely something you want to take advantage of. All right, guys, I got 9:30. There's still some viewers on here that might have started it late or something, so I'm not seeing any questions coming up here. So I'm going to go ahead and end the broadcast. Thanks for coming out. We're going to do a opportunity webinar like this at least once a week. Sometimes we do a blitz at the end of the month, but there's recordings out there too, so don't feel like you have to learn how to do these presentations and share everything. The most important skill you can learn with Ingresso is how to invite. All right? You'll find a need or a want that somebody has and fill it with what we have and invite him to one of our presentations or share the video with them and then just go from there. That's how you succeed with Ingresso Cybernetico. So that being said, you have a great night. We'll see you on the next webinar. Tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, is the sales funnel training. So if you're part of Ingresso, you want to be part of that. If you're starting tonight, you can go ahead and jump over there and join us as well. Just go to the webinar tab on the front of the website. Oh, there's a question popping up. Cool beans. I'm glad you caught me. All right, it says, so we each get our own website to operate. Oh yeah, you'll get a replicated site from Ingresso Cybernetico. You're also going to get a blog. They're redoing the blog, so you'll have a blog too. And at the $100 level or higher, I would probably say $300 level to get your hosting account high enough. You're going to be able to set up your own website right through the hosting as well too. Because WordPress is free. And the cool thing about this Prodigy Bar thing they got coming out, that'll be something that you can press install on your hosting. So you just get your hosting set up, pick your domain name, and then you can have it set up for you, or you can do it yourself. There's training on how to do it yourself back there too, if you're comfortable doing that. So yeah, definitely you'll be able to have more than one website. There you'll have the blog you can work from, the replicated site, 2 different links for that. You'll have a Spanish link as well. So if you're English speaking, you want to drive some Spanish speaking traffic, you'll have that. And then you can also set up your own custom website using the hosting and whatnot. Good question. Oh, you're very welcome. Alrighty, I think that about does it. You guys have a great night. Catch you on the next one.